Well, I'm off to a Bible study this afternoon. During the week, of course, we have many Bible studies that we have to go to as pastors. The more the merrier, really, because your number one goal, number one job is to be able to bring and lead people to Jesus. Let them know about the saving grace. You know, this world's fast coming to an end, and the signs, the prophetic signs in Revelation and Daniel are being fulfilled in front of our eyes. And because of that urgency, because we study these things all the time, we see the urgency. Yet everyone around us is just going on as if it's just nothing's changed for thousands of years. And I understand that because they're not aware. But the Bible tells us that people will be just carrying on as normal. They won't be surprised. They aren't shocked. They're just enjoying their lives, and the world around them, they see is lots of strange things are happening. But how do they relate to this? Well, they're told that it's the El Nino effect, or it's global warming, or there's no peace in this world because people are just at each other's throat because of religion or so forth. And so people are like, oh well, this is just a downturn in the world at the moment. It'll get better, and so they carry on. They carry on like as if nothing's ever going to happen. But the Bible has warned us about this. And because of the prophecies that were written, we know the Bible was written before many of these prophecies have unfolded. And because of that, we have this blessed hope that is more than just a shallow hope. It is something based on really good evidence, and so compelling evidence, in fact, that I'm led to believe no other world belief. The evidence that the Bible gives us is phenomenal, folks. It's phenomenal. And people just ignore it because we've had churches forever, and they just think that's an outdated system of encouraging people and giving them hope, or giving them a crutch or support through their struggles in their life. But and so they just throw it aside as just something that's it's not even real. But it is. I wouldn't waste my time. I wouldn't waste my time doing this. For what end? Because I want to run around and speak in churches, and I want to run around and spend all my time taking people through Bible studies that I know that are not even true? Why would I waste my time doing that? I'm either fully convinced that this is true, or I'm a fool. I'm a fool. And I myself have tricked myself into believing all of these things somehow. Well, folks, many of you don't know me, but if you knew my life, you'd know that I'm not easily tricked. I'm not going to go off emotional and running around following some crazy religion. I've got better things to do with my time. But when you know something, you know in the heart of your hearts, you've seen evidence in your life, in the natural world, in many aspects. You've had rock solid evidence. You're compelled to come to one conclusion, folks, that it's real. It's real. It's real. I'm betting my life on it. And that's what I do. I spend the rest of my life now, this is my life, is trying to bring people to the understanding that this world is going away, but there's great hope. It's like a sinking boat, It's a sinking boat. If you're in a sinking boat and you knew it was sinking and there was another boat coming, wouldn't you be telling your friends, booking a ticket? Of course you would. This is no different. It just seems like fantasy to most of you out there. It sounds too good to be true that there's a beautiful kingdom, there's a beautiful God We're so used to tyrants and people disappointing us that we just lost any faith in mankind, any faith in anything that sounds good. And so we call it too good to be true. And we throw it aside. And we could be throwing aside our own salvation. And I believe that most people are. And it's not always your fault. It's not your fault. You've been deceived quite often, folks. Deceived. It's not your fault. You just grown up in this world full of television, full of propaganda, men that control the newspapers and the media, what goes into your head, and you believe what you're told because everyone else seems to believe it. We're trying to wake people up. We're trying to talk to those who will listen that there is a great calamity coming, but you can be saved from it. Oh, look, if I could just somehow grab everyone and just prove it to them, show it to them on the spot, I'd be a happy man, but it's an experience and it's a choice, and it's a choice that you have to make. I hope you make a choice. I hope you make a choice for the coming Saviour.